Hi everyone, I hope I am very much audible to you, and I would like to welcome you all to this live stream where we are talking about crypto and we are talking about how you can start your investment journey. So, I would like to welcome all of you, and we are going to wait for a few minutes and then we are going to start with our live stream so that everybody can join us. Hi, hello. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Hello, Angad. I am good. How are you? No, I'm in India right now. Hello, user 137. I would like to welcome you to this live stream. So, I can see a lot of new users are joining us right now. I would like to welcome you all to this live stream. And if you have been with me the other day as well on the live stream, then you already know that we are talking about cryptocurrencies over here. So, we are going to wait few more minutes so that everybody can join us quickly, and then we are going to start with today's live stream. ऑलराइट, मैं हिंदी भी यूज़ करूँगी, नो वरीज़। एंड ऑल्सो जिन्होंने भी अभी तक टेलीग्राम ग्रुप जॉइन नहीं किया है, आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू ऑल दैट you can join the telegram chat with me, so you can just find that below the description. or if you are already on Zbit application, तो आपको Zbit में नीचे मोर में जाके ग्रुप चैट का ऑप्शंस मिल जाएगा, दैट इज zbit.com with Eliza, so you can just join it. And there I'll be sharing a lot of things about cryptocurrencies, about trades, so you can just join it through Zbit application. I would like to welcome user 901 to the live stream. Hi, how are you? All right. So just let me know, like, are you guys already investing in cryptocurrencies, or are you guys new to it and you haven't started investing yet? Just quickly let me know in the chat box. If you are already investing, just type yes in the chat box. Hi, user 576. I would like to welcome you to this live stream. ऑल राइट, श्योर, मैं आपकी इस बात का ध्यान रखूंगी, यूजर 576। ओके, सो क्विकली आप मुझे ये बता दीजिए कि आप में से कितने लोग ऑलरेडी इन्वेस्ट करते हैं क्रिप्टो करेंसीज में, और अगर आप ऑलरेडी कर रहे हैं तो आप चैट बॉक्स में येस टाइप कर दीजिए। ओके, नाइस अंगद, दैट्स सो नाइस कि आप ऑलरेडी इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं। आई वेलकम यूजर 110 टू दिस लाइव स्ट्रीम। ओके, इट्स बीन 2 मंथ्स, बहुत अच्छी बात है। Okay, so I think people have joined us and they will be joining us, but I think I should start. So, yeah, hi and welcome to this live stream. And this is your host, Eliza. And today we are going to talk about something very important, that is, what are the mistakes that as a beginner you should avoid. And apart from that, we are also going to look on Zbit, that how this application works, how you can start your investment journey on Zbit, and हाउ इज द इंटरफेस ऑफ Zbit. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट हम ये भी देखने वाले हैं कि आप Zbit पर अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट कैसे स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, आप अपनी पहली क्रिप्टो करेंसी कैसे बाय कर सकते हैं, कैसे इन्वेस्टमेंट आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. सो यस, टुडे वी आर actually going to trade. So I'm just going to explain you basic terms as well, and then we will be seeing how you can start investing on Zbit application. All right, so I think you guys are ready, right? And as I already told you that I always want you to interact with me. I always want you all to, comment or share your opinions, क्योंकि मैं नहीं चाहती कि जो लाइव स्ट्रीम है उसमें सिर्फ मैं ही बोलूँ और ये एक इन्फॉर्मेटिव या बोरिंग लाइव स्ट्रीम रहे. मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप भी उतना ही इंगेज करें, आप भी उतना ही कम्युनिकेट करें मेरे साथ, सो दैट आपके लिए भी ये लाइव स्ट्रीम बोरिंग ना हो. All right, so I already told you that today we are looking on the mistakes, right? So, first of all, I would also like to ask you that if you are new here, of course, I would like to welcome you to this community. And if you have joined my previous sessions as well that I took yesterday and the day before yesterday, so you already know that we are already talking about a lot of things that are related to cryptocurrencies over here. So it's really great to see you again if you have already joined me in my previous sessions as well. So, today we are talking about one of the most important topics in the cryptocurrencies. And no, it's not just Bitcoin predictions, or, we are not just going to talk about that which coin is going to give you 100 times returns or about the next bull run. But today we are, first of all, talking about the risk management. So let me just ask you the question. How many of you actually came into crypto thinking I will just double my money in 1 month? Be honest. आप में से कितने लोगों ने क्रिप्टो इसीलिए स्टार्ट किया, ये सोचा कि मैं अपनी जो मनी है उसको नेक्स्ट मंथ ही डबल कर दूंगा या कर दूंगी? कितने ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने ये सोचकर क्रिप्टो स्टार्ट किया? बी ऑनेस्ट. ऑल राइट, सो आई आस्क्ड यू कि कितने लोग ऐसा सोचकर क्रिप्टो में एंटर हुए थे. ऑल राइट, बट आई थिंक इट्स समथिंग दैट एवरीबॉडी thinks about it, right? Like beginners always comes with this expectation, right? And Of course, there's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but the reality of crypto is this, that people don't lose money because crypto is bad, but people lose money because they do not manage the risk properly. So crypto market, as we all know, that it is very much volatile, right? Prices can go up 20% in one day, and prices can also fall 30% in one day, right? So it is very much, you can say it's very much volatile. And if you do not know how to manage the risk, of course, your capital can disappear very fast. And if you are a beginner, then of course, it is very much important that as a beginner, you should avoid certain mistakes so that you can manage the risk properly. So let me just tell you something very important, and that is professional investors focus on protecting their money first. And beginners, if we are talking about beginners, so beginners focus करते हैं that कैसे वो profit बना सकते हैं, right? Every beginner focus on making profits, and this difference is exactly why beginners lose money. So that's the reason in today's session I decided to bring this topic. So we are going to talk about what risk management is, and what is the most important skill in crypto, practical risk management rules also I'm going to share with you all, and the beginners mistakes that could actually destroy the portfolios. And even there are certain psychological mistakes as well that investors make. So we are going to talk about it, and how you can protect your money in crypto. That's also something that I'll be covering today. And of course, as I told you, that we are going to start trading on Zbit as well. So if you haven't downloaded the Zbit application yet, मैं आपसे चाहूंगी कि आप Zbit application अपने phones में जल्द से जल्द download कर लें, so that we can start investing on Zbit application. And of course, this session is going to be very helpful if you are a beginner, because you might actually save yourself from huge losses in the future. All right, so let's begin. Are you guys ready? I can see a lot of new users are joining us right now. I would like to welcome user 283 to this live stream. And I think I also have a question. Hi, Amrit Singh 238. When is the bull market coming back? Okay, that's a very interesting question. All right, so we will be talking about this as well. And hi, I think what's your username, Adi? Hi, Lovepreet Singh, your app not giving withdrawal. If you are facing any issue with withdrawal, I'll just connect you with my team. I'll just drop your query to them so that they can resolve it as fast as possible. I'll just connect with them, and I'll just let them know that you are facing some issue with the application. So just give me a few minutes. I'll just get back to you. Okay, so I have dropped your query to them and they'll just get back to you as soon as they can. And I hope whatever issue you are facing, that will be resolved very much quickly. And of course, if we are talking about this Zbit application, so it's been a long time since this was launched. Actually, it was like it was named Cheesy Bit before that. So recently, its name has been changed to Zbit. And we are, of course, looking to your issue as well, so that you will be able to withdraw your money, your amount. All right. So let's just quickly move to our topic so that we can continue about that. And of course, we are also going to see how you can start trading on Zbit as well. Okay, so always Yasin 6736, you have asked me, why are you promoting Zbit? How it's better than Binance or Coinbase? See, I'm not saying that like this is better, or I haven't said like this, but of course your question is a very fair question. And let me be very clear about it, that if you're talking about exchange, so of course that one exchange replaces the other, it always happens like that, right? And of course, if we are talking about such big exchanges, that is Coinbase, right? So those are among the largest exchanges in the world with millions of users and massive trading volume, right? Like if we are talking about even Coinbase, so it is strongly known for its strong regulatory compliance and institutional trust, especially in, if we are talking about US or Europe. And if you are talking about Zbit on the other hand, so it's maybe it's a newer platform, but it is actually very much helpful because it is used for different things, such as it has low trading fees, which is a advantage for investors if they are looking to invest, right? Because of course nobody wants to give higher trading fees when they are trading on a platform. And if we are talking about Zbit, so Zbit as well has simple interface for beginners, and you can have access to certain tokens or ecosystems as well on Zbit application. And you can actually, if you are a beginner, you can trade greatly on Zbit application. And of course it differs from person to person, but as if we are talking about Zbit, so I am here to show you how you can trade on Zbit and how you can make your investment journey easy with Zbit application. And as I already told you that it's very much user friendly, it offers user friendly trading as well with low fees, which is a advantage that you get with it. So yeah, it's very much easy to use it. And also I would like to tell you that it totally depends upon your need. Like, what is your need? Do you want more liquidity, and do you want hundreds of coins on a platform, or you want advanced trading features on a platform, or do you want something that's beginner friendly or that's charging low fees as from the investors? So that totally depends upon you, like what is your need while you are investing or while you are trading. And of course, I'm going to give you demonstration as well, but we will be talking about that in a later stage. So be with me on this live stream till the end, because I am going to show you how you can start your trading journey on Zbit application. And if you are facing any issues with Zbit application, then just let me know in the comments so that I can connect your query or your questions to the team so that they can resolve it as early as possible. And if you are already using Zbit, that's really great. And if you haven't downloaded the application, download it now, because after some time we are actually going to see how you can start trading or how you can start investing on Zbit application. So as of now, let's come back to the topic. But before that, let me just quickly check if there is any comment. Okay, all right. So, yeah, we were talking about risk management, right? So, what exactly is risk management? Risk management simply means managing the amount of money you are willing to lose before entering a trade or investment. So, let's just understand this in a very simple way. Imagine you start with, say, $10,000, right? Now, suppose you lose 50%, so your money becomes $5,000, okay? Now, many beginners think that, it's no problem and you just need 50% profit to recover that amount, right? But that is not the correct way. To turn 5,000 back into 10,000, you actually need 100% profit. So that is actually much harder. If you're already investing, you know that it's actually hard to get that much profit, 100% profit. That's the reason, why large losses are very dangerous. So the first rule of investing is never lose big money. And if you are a beginner, then you should definitely start with small amount instead of, risking your whole amount or your whole money. Because like you can say big, because see, one big loss happens and recovery from that becomes very difficult. So professional investors follow one simple principle, or you can say one simple rule, and that is you should protect your capital first, and profit can come later, but protecting your capital first is the most important thing. So if your capital survives long enough, you will always get opportunities in the market later on. But if your capital disappears early, so your journey ends right there, right? अगर आपका जो कैपिटल है वही स्टार्ट में डिसअपियर हो जाता है, तो आपकी जो जर्नी है, आपकी जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है, वो वहीं पर एंड हो जाएगी और आप आगे से कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाएंगे until and unless you do not invest more capital into that, right? So, risk management is basically about survival in the market. That's the reason that it is so much stretched. While a lot of people saying it's not giving withdrawals, if it's genuine, show me its on-chain reserves. See, always, have you downloaded the Zbit application? Have you started trading on that? I would say that you can download it once and you can see it for yourself, because sometimes users might face certain problems, but that's the reason, Zbit actually conducts live sessions as well, where you can just drop your queries, where you can just drop your questions, or if you're facing any issue, then you can just, of course, say it in the live stream as well, so that the team will resolve it as fast as they can, and the host can actually get you connected with the team or with the customer support so that your issue can be resolved. So yeah, that's something I would like to tell you. Um, Lovepreet Singh, I don't want to KYC. How can I withdraw without KYC? I can't risk. See, I understand, why some people prefer not to complete KYC, because, of course, privacy is something many crypto users care about. But KYC verification is very much important, and even if we talk about different exchange as well, so there also KYC verification is important. And if you are talking about Zbit, so yeah, on Zbit, users can still use the exchange and withdraw crypto even if you haven't completed your identity verification. But of course, there are usually withdrawal limits for unverified accounts. Like, for example, if we are talking about Zbit's platform policies, so users who have not completed KYC can withdraw up to around, I think, 200,000 USDT per day. While if we are talking about verified users, so they can withdraw much higher limits. Okay, so of course you can just check it, and even if after that it doesn't happen, so you can just let us know so that I can get connect you with the customer support, and they will definitely resolve your issue if you are unable to withdraw your amount. And of course, if the platform still detects any kind of suspicious activity, so they will still ask for verification. And it's not just about Zbit, but if you are talking about any other exchange as well, so yeah, there also verification is very much important. All right, Lovepreet, I'll get you connected with the team so that your issue can be resolved as soon as possible. All right, so as of now, we will be moving forward. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can just drop it in the chat box. All right, so we were already talking about the risk management. So why risk management is crucial in crypto? Because see, cryptocurrency markets are extremely volatile. We all know that, and even strong coins like Bitcoin have experienced huge crashes. So in previous market cycles, Bitcoin has dropped more than 70%. Similarly, if we are talking about Ethereum, so Ethereum has also seen massive corrections. And as these are the largest and strongest cryptocurrencies, now imagine what can happen to small coins. Many altcoins drop 90% or even 95% during bear markets. So, if someone invests without risk management, they can easily lose most of their money. Let me just quickly give you an example so that you can understand the situation better. So, just imagine two investors, right? And investor A puts all money in one coin, okay? And there is another investor, that is investor B. So, what he does, he divides the money into multiple investments and thus he controls losses, right? So when the market crashes, investor A may lose everything, but investor B still has capital left. And the investor who survives the crash is the one who profits in the next bull run. So, of course, remember this line, in crypto, survival is more important than profit. And that's the reason it is said that you have to diversify your portfolio. You do not have to invest in just one place or in one coin. You have to diversify. You just do not have to take all of your money and invest it in just one coin, but diversify it. You can just use small amount in one and other amount in other, so that if market crashes, you're not going to lose the whole amount. That's the reason it is important, and it is said that you have to, or you should diversify your portfolio. All right, so let's move forward. And let's just quickly talk about the rules so that we can start investing on Zbit application. And if you haven't downloaded the Zbit application yet, quickly download it so that we can continue together. And I'll also be explaining you the basic terms that as a beginner you should know. So if you are a beginner who is just going to start investing in crypto, so just let me know in the comment. Just write B in the comment section so that I will be knowing if you are a beginner. All right. So, meanwhile, we are going to talk about the golden rules of risk management. So, of course, this is very much practical. So, if you are a beginner or if you are investing or you are starting out, then just listen it carefully. So, rule number one that I would like to share with you is that never invest money you cannot afford to lose. And it's the most important rule. आपको कभी भी उससे ज़्यादा amount invest नहीं करना चाहिए जितना आप lose करना afford नहीं कर सकें, right? So never invest money that is meant for essential expenses. Do not invest money meant for rent, food, education, medical emergencies. क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग क्या करते हैं कि जो उनका इमरजेंसी फंड होता है या उनका और दूसरे एक्सपेंसेस का फंड होता है वो क्रिप्टो में इन्वेस्ट कर देते हैं बिना सोचे समझे एंड दैट्स द मोस्ट like that's the biggest mistake that you can make, so never do it. You can start with small, of course. If you are starting with small, you will not be able to make that much profit, but on an initial level it's fine. So, of course, crypto is a high risk market, so always invest disposable income. That means money you can afford to lose without it affecting your life. आप हमेशा क्रिप्टो में ऐसा पैसा इन्वेस्ट करिए जो आप अगर आप उसे खो देते हैं या आपको लॉस भी हो जाता है तो उससे आपकी लाइफ पर कोई इम्पैक्ट ना पड़े, आपको फर्क ना पड़े, बिकॉज लोग इस तरह से इन्वेस्ट करते जाते हैं और इस वजह से वो डेट में आ जाते हैं. That's the reason you should avoid it, so that you can live your life without being in debt. And अगर आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, so इन्वेस्ट करने से पहले always ask yourself this question, that if this money becomes zero tomorrow, will my life be affected? And there you can get the answer. If the answer is yes, reduce your investment amount. बिकॉज अगर आपकी लाइफ पर उस मनी से इम्पैक्ट पड़ रहा है तो आपको ऑफ कोर्स रिड्यूस करना चाहिए. सी बिकॉज क्रिप्टो मार्केट इज हाईली वॉलेटाइल, यू डू नॉट नो व्हाट कैन हैपन द नेक्स्ट मोमेंट, एंड स्पेशली इफ यू आर अ बिगनर, so of course there are high chances that you can lose your money. So because of this, you should of course start with a small amount. You should of course look about the amount that you are investing in crypto. All right, guys. Okay, so now let's just talk about the rule number two, and that I already said you. And I always say that this in my live stream, that you have to diversify your portfolio. So never put all of your money in one coin. Diversification means spreading your investment across different assets. For example, some money in large cryptocurrencies, some money in mid-sized projects, some money in stable coins, like you can think of stable coins like Tether and USD coins are designed to maintain stable values, right? So yesterday when we talked about different cryptocurrencies, so there we talked about stable coins as well and what advantages stable coins give you. We also talked about that. So you have to diversify your portfolio. You have to invest in different coins. As I told you that you can also invest in stable coins as well. And there are many small coins also available in the market, but of course it is very much important that you start in your investment, if you are a beginner, with big coins which are much popular, so that their volume is large, because it's going to affect your profit, right? So if you're going to invest with small coin, then of course it's going to affect your capital, it's going to affect your profits. That's the reason, start with the coins that are having much higher volume, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even you can go for a few others as well. So, of course, let's come back to diversification. So, diversification reduces overall risk, right? So, if your one project fails, if the market crashes, that doesn't mean that your entire portfolio will collapse, right? So, you will get here the chance to make profit with another coin. That's the reason that you have to diversify your portfolio. I hope I'm not going very much fast, and I hope whatever I'm saying, that's very much clear to you and you are able to understand that. All right, so I think we can move to our next rule if this is clear to you. So, yeah, rule number three that is very much important is position sizing. Okay, so position sizing means deciding how much money to allocate to each investment. Now, beginners often make this mistake, they put all their money in one trade, and this is extremely risky. And a safer strategy is to divide capital. So when you are dividing capital, you can actually make more profits, and it will actually help you in the long term. For an example, if you have like rupees 50,000, right? So you might invest 10,000 in one coin, and rupees 10,000 in another coin, 10,000 in another, and keep some money in reserve as well, right? So you are already investing some amount of your capital, but also you are keeping some amount as reserve as well. So this approach is very much important, because this approach protects you from major losses. So remember this rule. You have to think about position sizing as well. Now, another important thing is that you have to always use stop loss. Now, do you know what stop loss is? And of course, I'll be sharing you how you can put stop loss when you are trading. So, do you know what stop loss is? Hello, I don't know what's your username. Is it Kita2025? Where are you from? All right, so yeah, we are talking about stop loss. So, what stop loss is? Stop loss is actually a price level where you exit the trade to prevent bigger losses, and it is very much important that you set stop loss while you are trading. See, because if you are investing in futures, if you are doing derivative trading in cryptocurrency, right? So, if you are trading, so it's thing is that you are holding that coin or you are holding that investment for like a few hours or for a few months or even for an year, right? So of course you are going to sleep in this schedule or you are going to do some other work as well in this time, right? So if you do not set stop loss, then you do not know when the market is going to fall. Maybe you are sleeping at that time, and at that time market crashes, right? So if you are sleeping or if you are not paying attention to the market at that time or you are doing something else, so what happens is that your money that you invested, that you are going to lose, and all the money that you invested you are going to lose. But if while trading you already set the stop loss, so what's going to happen if the market crashes below a certain level, then the trade will exit automatically because you already set that limit, you already set that price, that if the price comes this down, if the market comes this down, then the trade should automatically exit, so you're not going to lose all the money. So it's important to set the stop loss, and I hope I'm very much clear, and I hope you are now able to understand what stop loss actually is. Because see, understanding the basics, understanding the terms that are related to crypto is very much important, because if you are not getting the meaning of the stop loss, then you might also face difficulties to set stop loss while you are trading. So you are from which country? And I hope आपको stop loss समझ आया है. Just quickly let me know in the chat box. बेसिकली स्टॉप लॉस सिंपली वो प्राइस होता है जहां पर आप एक प्राइस सेट करते हैं जिससे नीचे आपका लॉस नहीं होगा, और उस प्राइस पर आकर जो आपका ट्रेड है वो ऑटोमेटिकली एग्जिट हो जाएगा. Okay, so let's just quickly talk about stop loss. I hope it's very much clear to you. What if I hit stop loss and the market keeps pumping? See, so, of course, this actually happens to almost every trader at some point. So, you do not have to worry about it because, of course, it's a part of trading. And if you're talking about stop loss, so stop loss is simply a risk management tool and it protects your capital if the market moves against you, right? So, sometimes the price hits your stop loss, your position closes, and then the market suddenly reverses and it starts pumping. So, of course, it can feel frustrating, but it doesn't mean that the stop loss was a mistake, right? For example, when trading assets like Bitcoins or Ethereum, the market can be very volatile. Prices can quickly dip to bigger stop losses and then bounce back up. So, this is very much normal market behavior. And professional traders understand one important rule, that the goal of a stop loss is not to be perfect, it is to protect your capital, because until and unless you won't protect your capital, you will not be able to survive in the market. So as I already told you, that the number one rule that you have to keep in mind is that you have to protect your capital. You first have to think about your capital. You can make profits later, but protecting your capital is very much important to survive in the market. So yeah, of course, if your stop loss saves you from a larger loss even a few times, it's doing its job, right? And of course, I can just suggest you that what you can do is, you know there are certain ways through which investors try to protect themselves. So you can keep in mind that you have to place stop losses slightly below the strong support levels, right? And of course, it is very much important to avoid very tight stop losses in volatile markets. And you can use position sizing, so wider stop loss is still safe, right? I hope that's very much clear to you. um, what if and also explain about CME gap and also interest rate in coin glass. Back 6 or 7 months ago, even though the liquidation level was below 40% from where I bought, I got liquidated 18K due to the tariff news. Stop loss extremely necessary. So as I already told you that yes, setting stop loss while you are trading is extremely necessary, and I think it is something that if you are a beginner you should do, because of course all the investors does that. And if you are someone who is just starting out, then you have to understand the concept of stop loss very much clearly. And I can see others users joining us as well. So um, Hi, I welcome you, user 685. Hello. I welcome you to this live stream. How are you? And also, you have asked me about CME gap and open interest as well. So, first of all, if we are talking about stop loss, so, sometimes you place a stop loss, the market touches it, and your trade closes, and then the price suddenly pumps. Okay. So, this happens a lot in crypto market like Bitcoin because the market is highly volatile. Big players often push the price to liquidity zones where many stop losses are placed, and once those stops gets triggered, the market can move in the opposite direction. That's why traders say that the market sometimes hunts liquidity. But remember, the purpose of a stop loss, as I already said, it is to protect your capital, not to catch every move. Okay. And if we are talking about, CME gap as well. So as we all know that CME gap refers to the price gap on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange where Bitcoin futures are traded. So the CME market closes on weekends, but the crypto market trades 24/7. So if Bitcoin moves a lot during the weekend when CME opens again, so there may be a gap between the previous closing price and the new opening price. I hope I'm not going too fast, right? So, traders believe that these gaps often get filled, meaning the price may return to that level later. For example, if CME is, closed at around $60,000 and reopened at $61,000, and there is a $1,000 gap. So many traders watch these levels because historically Bitcoin has often revisited them. So it's not guaranteed, but it's a commonly watched indicator. And if you're talking about open interest, so which it is something that you can track on platforms like a coin glass, right? So open interest basically shows how much money is currently locked in futures or derivatives position in the market. It tells us how many active contract traders are holding. So, if you are talking about traders and how traders interpret it, so if price goes up and open interest increases, it means new money is entering the market and the trend may be strong. But if the prices goes up but open interest drops, it could mean short sellers are getting liquidated and the move might not be sustainable. And on the other hand, if we are talking that, if open interest rises sharply, so sometimes, it means that the market is becoming crowded and that can lead to big liquidations. So when you combine all these three things, stop loss levels, CME gaps, and open interest, you start to understand how professional traders analyze the market structure. So just instead of watching the price, experienced traders actually watch liquidity zones, derivatives data, and of course the future gaps as well to understand where the market might move next. Okay. Best strategy: buy in spot, make a spot trading as a future trading, no liquidation, sleep well. Of course, it's very much important to be stress free in your life as well. And if you are continuously investing, if you are continuously trading, then of course it might happen that you are stressed, and you might feel what if, right? What if you lose, right? So that's the reason it is very much important that you better learn about it. You research on your own. You learn about certain strategies. You just analyze the market. You actually learn that strategies, and you yourself apply it in the market, and then you can learn about it more carefully. And so you guys, Zbit and Indian exchange? No, Zbit is not an Indian exchange. Hi Lariost, how are you? The stop loss is an interesting tool, but there is also the long squeeze that can be done by the market to research your stop loss. See, of course, that's a very good point. And when you are referring to what you are referring to is something traders often call a long squeeze, right? A long squeeze is basically, it happens when a lot of traders are holding long positions, meaning they are betting that the price will go up. And when the market sees a large amount of leveraged long positions, big moves downward can trigger many stop losses and liquidations at the same time. For example, in markets like Bitcoin trading on futures platform, it if many traders open long positions with leverage, they usually place their stop losses below key support levels. And if the price drops slightly below that level, it can trigger thousands of stop losses, and of course, it can also trigger to forced liquidations. So this creates a chain reaction: price drops, stop losses gets triggered, long positions gets liquidated, and more selling pressure appears, and that pushes the price down even faster. So of course, if we are talking about this, and that's the reason, traders try not to place their stop loss exactly where everyone does that. Instead, they look at market structure, liquidity zones, and volatility before deciding their risk levels. So yes, stop loss are essential for risk management, but the market can sometimes move toward areas where a lot of liquidity already exists. So it also includes clusters of stop losses. Also, I would like to tell you that if you haven't downloaded the Zbit application yet, quickly download it. So we are going to wait for a few minutes and then we are going to resume our live stream session. Okay, see ya. फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते. Have a nice day. Sleep well. Thank you so much. I wish the same for you. Bye bye. And meanwhile, if you have any doubt, you can just drop it in the comment section, or you can also share your thoughts about this live stream or anything that you would like to share. Just let me know in the comment section. And yes, if you want updates regarding the crypto and if you want to know anything about crypto, you can also join the Telegram group that is zbit.com with Eliza. So if you are already using Zbit application, so you can just find the group chat option over there in the more section. And if you are not on Zbit application, so you can just find the group chat option below this description of this live stream. So just quickly join the Telegram group from there. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's move forward. I hope whatever we have talked till now, that's very much clear to you. Okay. So yes, so we were talking about stop loss, and it's very great that a lot of you guys interacted with me. A lot of you guys actually talked about stop loss. That's something very nice, and I truly appreciate. So that it's very much interesting for me as well, and it's not a boring live session, or it's not something very informative where we are just talking about cryptocurrencies. Okay, so as I already talked about rule number 4, that is always use stop loss, right? So let's quickly understand this with an example. If you are someone who is already into crypto, that's very good. You guys already know what stop loss is. But of course, if you are someone who has just started, or if you are looking to start, and if you are here to learn, then you are at the right place, because I'm explaining everything from the scratch. I'm also talking about terms that are related to crypto so that you know what actually it is. Okay. So let's just understand about the stop loss through an example. Suppose you buy a coin at 100, okay, and you decide if the price falls to 90, you will exit the trade, okay? But this means that the limits your loss. It sets a limit, and it's a difference of 10%, right? So the limit that is set for your loss is actually 10%. Okay, so without stop loss, small losses can turn into huge losses, right? So many beginners often think that I will just recover it, or I'll just do something else to recover it. But sometimes it does recover, but if something, sometimes it happens that it is continuously falling. So large, sorry, so the loss becomes very large, and the loss also becomes very large, and it might have happened already with a lot of traders who have started trading and who are at the beginning stage. And if you are someone who is already into crypto, and if you have started back then this might have happened with you, that you have invested and you haven't set the stop loss, thinking that it will just recover, and then it starts falling and you actually lost a lot of money. So it might have happened with you as well, right? So that's the reason it is very much important to set these stop loss. Okay. Now let's just quickly also talk about the mistakes that you should avoid to make if you are starting out in the world of crypto. Okay. So a lot of people do is FOMO buying. They just do it because of FOMO, right? And now what FOMO is, of course, we all know that FOMO is a fear of missing out, right? So there are a lot of people who just buy it because of fear of missing out, or they just buy it because their friends are also doing the same thing, their colleagues are doing the same thing, or the people around them are doing the same thing, right? So there are a lot of people who actually do this, and they just do FOMO buying. So it's the mistake that you should avoid. And see, you yourself imagine that you see a coin that is already pumped 40%, and everyone's on social media is talking about it, right? So you feel like you are missing an opportunity, so you buy at the top, like when the prices are actually already pumped, and after that the price corrects, right? So this happens to thousands of investors every day. Instead of chasing pumps, wait for proper entry points. And in crypto especially, patience is very much important, so you should have that patience. Because if you're not having patience, of course you are going to do panic sale, you're going to buy in the fear of missing out. So do not do that. And on social media, we nowadays see a lot of influencers promoting, right? So I would like to say that you do not have to follow those random influencers, right? Because it is also another biggest mistake that a beginner can make. Because of course, if you are already into crypto, you are actually experienced enough that you're not going to follow any random influencers on the social media or wherever you are seeing them, right? You're not going to make that mistake. But if you are someone who is already starting out, who is new in this crypto. So stop following random influencers, because many beginners, it is seen that they buy coins simply because someone recommended them online. But you have to remember that even experienced analysis can be wrong. Always do your own research. You have to look at project fundamentals, team behind the project, use case of the coin, market demand, and do you know even coins listed on major exchanges uh, can actually lose significant value. So never blindly follow any recommendations that is given by random influencers. Another important rule, or you can say another important mistake that you should avoid, is over trading. So a lot of times people trade constantly. They buy and sell multiple times a day. This creates two problems. One is higher trading fees, of course, on whatever platform you are trading, whether it's Zbit or any other platform. It's going to charge you trading fees, right? So you have to give that trading fees up. And if you are actually trading constantly, so it's actually charging higher trading fees from you. And of course there are going to be more emotional decisions. So in crypto you can't do it emotionally, right? So sometimes the best strategy is simply holding strong projects for long term. Not every market movement needs a trade, you have to understand that. And another mistake. So um, another mistake that you can do is actually using high leverage. Of course, with high leverage, the profit is also high, but this is a mistake that a lot of people make. They actually use high leverage, and because of that high leverage, there are high chances of risk as well. Because with the leverage, the chances of risk becomes unlimited. So you have to be very careful about using leverage as well. Larios 5683. When you are an investor in crypto, it's a different psychology than to be a trader. You can accept the low and not use stop loss to protect you. It's not the same approach. What do you think about it? Of course, what you are saying, Larios 5683, it is very much right. It is a very important point, and many people confuse investing with trading, but of course they both are different and they both require different approach. And the psychology and strategy behind both of them is also completely different. See, if you are a trader, your goal is to capture shorter term price movements, okay? Because the market can move very quickly. Traders usually use tools like stop losses to manage risk and protect their capital. And if a trade goes wrong in any direction, okay, so the stop loss closes the position, so the loss stays limited. But of course, if you are an investor, the mindset is very much different. Investors usually focus on the long term value of the asset rather than the short term price fluctuations. For example, people who invest in assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum often believe in the long term growth of the technology and adoption. So because of that, many long term investors accept the market will go through cycles, big ups and big downs. So instead of using stop losses, they may simply hold through the volatility and wait for the long term trend to play out. So of course, you are very much right. Both of them requires different approach, and the psychology behind both of them is very much different. If you are talking about trader mindset, so it sees short term opportunities, active buying and selling is there. There is a strict risk management. Stop losses are very much important if you are doing it as a trader. And if you are having an investor mindset, you are doing it with the purpose of investment. So of course you believe in long term asset, and you are going to focus less on daily price movements because you are going to hold that coin in the long term. So of course in the long run it's going to give you profit. And of course you are going to focus on the long term growth as well. But of course, it is very much dependent upon you, what strategy you are using, how much risk tolerance power you are having, and what's the time horizon as well. So, of course, we have to know that whether we are acting as a trader or investor in the market. Yes, Bitcoin is a good example. Yeah. So, of course, it totally depends whether or not you are doing it as a trader or you are doing it as an investor. Okay. Okay, so I think we should move forward now. Okay, so I was talking about using leverage, okay? And I think I already gave you a gist about what leverage is and how it is very much important to use leverage while you are trading, and how you have to, use the leverage that is actually correct according to your strategies. You cannot just go for a higher leverage. So it is also one of the biggest mistake that traders make. They use high leverage. If you are starting out, so yeah, leverage trading can amplify profits. It can make you more profits, but of course, it also amplifies losses because, as I already told you, the chances of the risk are also unlimited. So many exchanges are there. They allow leverage trading where traders borrow money to increase position size, and I already told you what leverage is. So it's basically increasing your trade size by taking money from the platform, from the exchange that you are trading on. Like if you are trading on Zbit, so Zbit is going to lend you money, and that money you can use to trade, and it increases your trade size. So first of all, if you were investing 1000, and if you are using like say 20 times leverage on that 1000, so your total amount that's going into the market is 2 lakh. Okay, but it's not necessary that you are, but like that 20x leverage is given to you by Zbit application. Okay, so you are investing from your side is just 1000. Okay, so that remaining amount, that is 1,99,000, that amount is not yours, it is given to you by Zbit. Okay, so it's their amount, it's not yours. You are just investing 1000 from your pocket, and rest of the amount is as a leverage that is given to you by Zbit application or any other exchange that you are trading on. But coming back to leverage, so using higher leverage is actually very risky, is extremely risky, because then if you are using higher leverage, you will be very much close to the liquidation price. Now, what is liquidation price? We are going to talk about that as well. But as of now, you should understand that if you are using higher leverage, say of 125 times, and the platform Zbit allows you using 125 times leverage on your amount. Okay, so if you are using 125 times leverage on your amount, so the liquidation price is actually going to be very near. Okay, so of course, if that price is very near, your trade is going to exit automatically if the market crashes, if the prices comes down. Okay, so we are going to talk in detail about liquidation price as well, but as of now, I hope that's very much clear to you. So even small market movements can liquidate the entire position. So beginners should actually use leverage, but they should avoid higher leverage. Okay, first of all, gain experience, and then you can actually increase the leverage as well while trading. So you can start with even 10x leverage as well. Okay, and even you can go for 20 or 25 times at the max. Okay, so let me just quickly check the Zbit app as well. So we are going to wait a few minutes, and then we are going to resume this, because I'm also continuously speaking, so my throat is actually very tired. Okay, so I think let's move forward. I'm also feeling better now. All right, so we were talking about high leverage, right? So you should never use high leverage if you are a beginner, of course. And next important thing that you should avoid is that emotional trading. So emotions are the biggest enemy of investors or traders. And two emotions, of course, dominate markets, that is fear and greed. So when the market goes up, greed makes people buy at higher prices. And when the market crashes, fear makes people sell at low prices. So it is very much important that you do avoid emotional trading because successful investors control emotions and follow strategy. So it's all mind game, okay? You have to think with your mind, with your brain, and you have to utilize the strategies instead of doing, emotional trading. Next important thing is that what's the psychology of investing, right? So successful investing is not just only about knowledge, okay? It's also about psychology. And you must develop patience. Market move in cycles. There will be bullish periods where prices rise. There will also be bearish periods where prices fall, right? So your goal is to remain calm during both the situations where it is a bullish period or it is a bearish period. So it's very much important that you remain calm, you remain patient, and the market rewards people who think long term. So it's important that you start thinking long term instead of chasing smaller profits. And not important thing is that you have to remember that market do not reward those who chase quick profits. Okay, so I hope this is very much clear to you. Let me just ask you a few questions. So how many of you bought a coin during a pump? Let me know. And how many of you are there who sold a coin in panic? Just let me know quickly. I try to buy when there is blood on the street, and I sell when the prices are high. But I have to admit that it's difficult to sell. It's easy to buy in DC and bear market, but it's hard to sell at the top. At the moment, I only look at BTC, Ethereum, and Solana. I don't look at the rest. We don't know if we have reached the bottom, so the DCA is a good tool. Well, Lariost 5863, what you are talking is what you're describing and what you're talking is actually the classic investing psychology, as we all know. And do you know that, it's of course, people buy when there's fear and sell when there's euphoria. It is said like that. So, buying in bear market with DC is usually easier because prices are low, but if we are talking about selling during a bull market, so it is psychologically harder because you always feel that the prices could go even higher. And that's the reason many investors create a selling plan in advance. For example, taking partial profits as the price rises instead of trying to cash the exact top, and focusing on strong assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana is something many investors do, and it is very much right because, see, I also told you that it's important when you trade with the currencies that are actually having higher volume. So, yes, you should actually trade with popular currencies, or you should actually trade in the currencies that are having big volume, that are quite popular, like, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And these are the coins which prefer the projects with the biggest adoption and liquidity rather than chasing every altcoin. It is very much better to do that, and of course many investors do that. So yeah, for profits it's important that you do, because liquidity is another important thing that you have to keep in mind if you are investing in any of the coins. And Bitcoin, Ethereum, they offer like great liquidity. Yes, of course, as I already told you that you have to, avoid doing emotional trading because it's one of the mistakes that people can make. And of course, our emotions are actually, sometimes they are very much, like, of course, we do things based on our emotions, and not just in trading, but in general life as well. We do things based on our emotions, right? So of course, as a trader also, as an investor also, we sometimes do trading based on our emotions, like as I already told you, fear of missing out is there. And of course people do panic and sometimes they do sell, it also happens. Like, so of course, as you also said that there are, yes, in a certain way our brain and our emotions are our enemies. So many psychological mechanisms like fear of missing out are bad for our wallet, and it's difficult to domesticate it, to control it. Yeah, you are very much right, because, and I already told you that of course you have to avoid emotional trading. You have to not follow some random influencers, and you do not have to just buy something because everyone around you is doing that. Okay, so don't do that. And if you are going to do that, then of course you are going to lose. So do your own research and not just do it based on other people's opinions, or just because someone is asking you to do it, like your friends or anyone that you know, if they are asking you to do it, or if everyone around you is doing, that doesn't mean you also have to do it without proper knowledge or without a proper strategy. And see, because if you are investing or if you are trading and if you are actually using your own money, so none of your friends or none of the people who have suggested you to do it are going to come when the market crashes or when the prices falls, right? So they are not going to come and save you, nor they are going to give you capital. So it's very much important that you do your own research. So, okay, so that was all about risk management. Let's just quickly summarize that. And we have already talked that risk management is the most important skill in crypto investing. So, you always have to remember these 3 points if you are starting out. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Diversify your investments, use proper position sizing, always set stop loss, avoid emotional trading, and if you follow these rules, you will significantly reduce your chances of losing money. So, yeah, just focus on it. And of course, you are going to do great in trading in crypto. So, I hope this was really helpful to you all, and especially for the people who are new to crypto, because it is often seen that beginners often lose money simply because of lack of knowledge. I do not want this to happen with you. That's the reason I am here. So, yeah, education is the best protection in the crypto world. So that's the reason I am actually starting all this from the scratch, from zero, so that you guys have any doubt or you have any misconceptions or any doubt about crypto, about the terms, so you just get it clarified right here with me on the live stream. Larry Ost 5683. Thank you for all that you do for your time. And thank you to you as well for joining me in the live stream and for being so active in this live stream. Thank you so much. All right, now we are going to move towards another important aspect of this live stream. So, we are going to talk about how you can actually buy your first crypto or how you can start with crypto, right? So, if you are a beginner, you have to listen it very careful. Okay, so you might be wondering, where do you even start? So, just don't worry. The most important thing is that you have to choose a crypto exchange, okay? So there are many popular crypto exchange in the market. You might have heard about Coinbase or even Wazir if you are from India. So there are many exchange that are available. And of course, then there comes Zbit as well, which is a great platform, which is a great crypto exchange where you can invest, where you can trade in cryptocurrencies. There are a lot of cryptocurrencies available on the Zbit application, and Zbit is quite easy to use. It also charges less trading fees from the traders. So we have already covered the advantages of Zbit, why you can choose Zbit as the platform for your trading journey. So just choose a crypto exchange, and after that you have to create an account and complete the KYC. So just like a bank, exchanges also need to verify your identity for security. So that's a very much important step. You have to do your KYC, you have to do your identity verification, and then you can just start investing. So it's not going to take much of your time. Just download the application, do the KYC, and then just you can start trading. Okay, Now, you have done all of these things, and I hope you have downloaded the Zbit application. So, if anyone has joined recently, I would like to tell you that you can download the Zbit application on your mobile phone, or even you can access the website of Zbit application on your browsers. So just do that, and of course you can also join the live stream from Zbit application as well, and from there you can also join the group chat on Telegram with me. That is zbit.com with Aliza. So just join the Telegram chat as well with me. And if you are not using Zbit application as of right now, you can just find the group chat. You can find the link to the Telegram chat below the description of this live stream, so you can also join from there as well. So quickly join zbit.com with Aliza on Telegram, where we will be talking about cryptocurrencies, trading, and a lot of things. So quickly join it, and just do install Zbit application as well. So once you have chose a crypto exchange, then you have to create an account and complete the KYC. Then you can start trading. So, third step is that you have to start small and invest wisely. So, do not invest what you cannot afford to lose, and don't FOMO into hype, okay? And another thing is that you have to store your crypto securely. So, you can use a hardware wallet as well, or you can use a secure mobile wallet, right? So, that's how it's gonna work. It is very much easy. Just follow these steps, and then you are ready to trade on Zbit application, okay? So now I'll be sharing you my screen so that we can just have a look at Zbit and how it works. And I'm also going to explain you few terms and few important terms actually that you should know as an investor or a trader or anybody who is starting out in crypto. So yes, those terms are very much important that you should understand before actually starting to trade. So I'll be talking about that quickly as well. But before that, I'll be sharing my screen so that you just have a look at Zbit application and how it looks, how it works, everything I'm going to explain you right here. All right, and yesterday also I did share my screen and we had a look at Zbit, but I don't know, there was some technical glitch or some issue. So today as well, let's just quickly do it. Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to see my screen. Just quickly let me know in the chat box. All right, Larios. So yeah, you guys are able to see my screen. So yeah, we are going to move forward and we are going to start with Zbit. How does it works? How does it look? And everything we are going to discuss right here in this live session. So we are going to wait for a few minutes and then we will begin. Okay. So I hope every one of you have downloaded the Zbit application, and if you haven't, then you can also access it through a web browser as well. So you can just search zbit.com and you will find the website. So you can do that as well. All right. So see, that's how this Zbit platform looks. Okay, and if we are talking about this, then you can also. Okay, yeah. So that's how Zbit platform looks. I hope that's visible to you. Just let me know once in the chat box if that's visible to you. All right, so that's how it looks, as I already told you. Okay, thank you so much, Larry Host. All right, so this is how this platform looks, and you can find a lot of cryptocurrencies over here, right? And as we move down, so here you can find a futures option, and you can also find spot option here as well. Okay, so it's totally up to you whether you want to start trading in futures or you want to trade in spot. Okay, and what is spot trading or what is futures trading or options trading, derivative trading, that I already told you guys, right? So you can find here Bitcoin, Ethereum, then there is a Ripple, there is Solana, and here as well in the spot option you can find Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, SOL, ADA. So there are many cryptocurrencies that are registered, that are present on Zbit application. You can choose accordingly according to your needs as well, right? So as we move down, so another important thing that Zbit offers is that it's providing you beginner's guide as well. So here are a lot of articles that you can read as a beginner if you are facing any issue, like see this how to trade digital currency assets, right? So right here you can get a lot of information. See how to trade spot if you want to do spot trading, so how you can trade in that. Okay, so it's the article that is there to help beginners understand it more quickly. Then apart from that, there are other articles as well, how to deposit and withdraw. See, now a lot of time it happens that a lot of users face this common problem, that how they can withdraw their money, and a lot of time it happens that they are unable to withdraw the money. Like recently only you can find in the live stream there is a user who is unable to withdraw his money, right? So these are articles present over Zbit application that helps you to quickly and resolve your issue as well. So you can find here that how you can withdraw your funds or how you can deposit your funds. I hope my screen is visible to you. Just let me know if it's visible to you still. All right, thank you. So, yeah, we were talking how to deposit and withdraw. All right, so you might find these articles on Zbit application, and let's move forward. So, there are other articles as well, like how to protect trading profits, and then you can also find, how to protect asset security. So, there are many options or many articles that you can actually find on Zbit application. So, that's also an advantage that you get with Zbit application. And let's move downwards. So yeah, here you can find that you can download the application on iOS and Android, so you can directly scan from here and you can download it, right? And apart from that, it is having a very simple user interface, and their customer support is also good. Okay, so see, if you want to trade, you can directly just choose the cryptocurrency from here as well, or if you do not want to choose it from here, then we can also go in the section of market, and here you can find all the cryptocurrencies, right? So see, at the top you can find most popular ones, that is Bitcoin, then there is Ethereum, and then you can also find here Solana, then there is Dogecoin as well. So the most popular ones are right over there at the above. Now here comes the market section, so you can find this spot option here. So if you have clicked on the spot, then you are going to find many cryptocurrencies that you can trade if you want to do spot trading, right? So there are many. You can just quickly check them. Like there is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, and then there is Dogecoin as well. So there are many cryptocurrencies here. And if we click on futures, so you can find the options that are present in futures as well. So in futures trading on Zbit application, you can trade in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Then there is Solana as well, there's Dogecoin, there is Ripple, there's Pepe. So a lot of are there. You can just scroll down to check what all other cryptocurrencies are also here. Okay, now if you are here, so you can just quickly check the last price over here. Like Bitcoin's last price is 72,441, and like you can also see the change. So it has gone like down, and there is like 1.28% change in the market. And you can also find 24-hour high here and 24 hours low here, right? So 24-hour ka high tha 74,000 something, and 24 hours low was 71,258. So you can find that options as well right over here. And then there is 24-hour turnover, and now from here you can take the action. So if you're choosing to trade in Bitcoin, you can just simply click trade from here. And if you're going to choose trade in Ethereum, so you are just simply going to click trade over here. All right, so then if you are going to take this action, if you want to trade, then you can just click on that, and this window will appear in front of you. So you can find Ethereum here. Okay, then here is market price, index price, funding rate, predicted rate, 24-hour volume, 24-hour volume, USDT may. So there are a lot of options over here. We are going to come to this as well, where I'll be talking about what order book is, and how you can just see the graph, how you can draw things over that graph, or how you can simply set indicators over the chart. We are going to talk about that. Then how you can actually start trading as well, how you can open long, how you can open short. So we are going to talk about that as well. But before, let's get back to the market. So you can just select the trade option from here, and you can start trading in that particular cryptocurrency. And from here you can do spot. Now another important thing is that you can also set favorites, right? So if I want to set Bitcoin as my favorite in spot, I can just do it as a favorite. If I want to do it from futures, so I can just choose like this. I just have to click on these stars, and now when I go to the favorite section, I can find Bitcoin over here. So this section features spot and futures differently. So right now I am in spot section, so I can find Bitcoin over here that is selected by me as favorites. Then let's go to the futures option, and here I can find Ethereum. Okay, and I have selected this as a favorite. Okay, and I can also delete that as well if I do not want it here. So I just have to again click on the star. So yeah, it will be gone from here. Okay, so that's how this market section looks like. Now let's go to trade section. So when you come to trade, now here I can see the option that I can trade in futures, I can trade in futures contract, or I can trade in spot. So this is basically spot trading, or either trading in its derivatives, that is buying future contracts instead of directly buying or selling a crypto. So we have already discussed how spot trading is different from derivative trading or futures trading. So if I want to select spot, I can just select my cryptocurrency from here. Suppose Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, Dogecoin, whatever I want to choose, I can just do it. I can scroll it down, and I can find more cryptocurrencies over here. So that's how this section looks like. Now when I keep my cursor on futures, so I can find cryptocurrencies here as well, like here Bitcoin, Ethereum, then Ripple, Solana. So there are many, and I can also see the changes that has happened recently in the market. Like if the prices are going up or if the prices are going down, that can also be seen here. See, like if we are talking about Bitcoin, so it has gone down by 1.24%, and if we are talking about Ripple, so it has also gone down by 2.55%. And there is other currencies as well. You can see the person that's written in green, that shows that the market has gone up, and the one written in red shows that the market has gone down. Okay, it has gone in negatives, and if it's green, that shows that the market has gone up. All right. So that's how trade section actually looks like. Now let's move towards a reward section. So, on Zbit application, you can find a lot of events and a lot of rewards that you can also get on Zbit application. So you can see lottery event over here, and if you are a new user, you also get the bonus of $1,200, right? And you can just enter the lottery from here, right? So yeah, you get chances here, and you can actually win free lottery. So there is reward center as well. Then there comes the section of about us. Now, why about us is very important, because a lot of people have this doubt that whether or not this app is actually useful or genuine. So you can just find about a section, and you can read a lot of things about Zbit. And as I already told you that Zbit is not something that's newly introduced, but it was actually cheesy bit before, and it was renamed to zbit.com recently, right? So it is a much older app, and you do not have to worry about its being original, right? Because of course it is, and it is also operating globally, so that's also an advantage that you get with Zbit, and it has its offices in South Africa, UAE, India, and Nigeria. So a lot of you users had this doubt whether or not it's original, or where is its headquarter, or where does this app operates, or you know uh, you guys have asked me a lot of questions about Zbit. So here's the answer, that yes, it's not something new. You can just read the about us section as well, but of course, as you have asked me, so I'm giving you clear clarification about the app as well. And of course, it supports you, and it has a very user friendly interface. And as I already told you, that it has a very great customer support, so that is also available 24 into 7. So they try to give their single customer, like every single customer, they try to give the best trading experience. So you can find all that information over here. And if you had this doubt about the platform, that it's new, it was not there, so you can also find all the history over here, how it is changed to Zbit, how it was cheesy bit, and you can find all that over here, right? So you can find 2025 information, you can find 2024 information, and in the year 2023 as well, you can find all the informations about the app. And in 2022, when CheesyBit was founded, so at that time also you can just read all these things and how it all worked. So it was actually introduced in 2022, and it is now recently renamed to Zbit. So it's a whole new chapter, but of course, the app is not new, it is already widely accepted, globally accepted. Now, another important thing, that when you are choosing an exchange, it's very much important that you should know about its regulations, or from where it is regulated, what certifications, what license it is having. So that's the reason. Let's just also talk about this. So yes, South Africa, if you're talking about it, so yes, it has got its license, that is Financial Service Provider, and uh, the regulator is FSCA, Financial Sector Conduct Authority. All right. So yes, you do not have to worry about its being original, because it is very much. And then you can find this our vision, our mission, our values. And another important thing is that it offers you security. Okay. And the rest of the things are not that much important: innovation, simplicity, but yes, it offers you security. So I hope it's now clear to you all who has asked me when this app was introduced, or is it new in the market, or is it fake. I hope all of your questions are now answered through this section of Zbit. So that's all about the Zbit application. Now here you can just check your balance. Like right now, I'm having 1,000 something USDT in my bank balance, or you can say in my crypto account. Okay, and here also you can find today's profit and loss. So whatever profit and loss you are making, you can just find it right over here. Okay, so if it's in green, that means you are having profit. If it's in red, that means the prices are going down and you are at loss. So from here you can deposit, from here you can withdraw, and even you can transfer. See, so what transfer actually is, so suppose if I am, wait a second. So see, I can do it from here as well, but let me show you it from here. So see, if I want to transfer, I'm just going to click it on transfer, and now if I have to transfer from my spot account to my futures account, I can do it as well, right? And if I want to transfer from my future account to spot, so I can just swap it. Okay, so like that it will be transferred, and you can just choose it from here, and you can enter the amount that you want to transfer. Okay, so if I select all, then all the amount that's there in my bank, or you can say that's there in my crypto exchange, it's going to be entered here. Right now it is 901 USDT. So I have selected all, and if I want not the all amount, so I can just write how much I want to transfer. So with this feature, you can transfer from one account to another. You can transfer from futures to spot or spot to futures. And right now I do not have any amount in my spot account, so of course it's not going to happen. But yes, in my futures account I am having, so I can transfer from future to the spot. So that's how it works. So just enter like all, and then you just have to do it confirm, and then the amount will be transferred to the account, and you can do it vice versa. So that's how transfer works. And as I've already told you, you can select the amount according to yourself. Okay, this was transferred. Then you can just withdraw as well. You can deposit as well. Okay, and as you can see, my spot account is mentioned here, so it does not have any balance, so it is 0 USDT right now, and no profit and no loss. Now you can see my futures account. So right now it is having 1007 USDT, and you can also see the profit over here, that is approx 7.6. That is actually 0.76% if we are talking about percentage. So that's it, and here you can find the total balance. So if I will be having any amount in my spot account as well, so the total balance is going to appear over here with the total profit and loss that I have made today. Okay, but right now as I have zero amount in my spot account, so it's just going to show my total balance of my futures account, and here I can choose to withdraw it. All right, and here I can even deposit, withdraw, and even transfer. So right now as you can see, the KYC is not completed, so I cannot withdraw. Okay, so it is very much important that you have to do your KYC verification, and then you can just withdraw the amount. All right, and this was asset overview, where you can find your futures account, your spot account, and here comes only the futures account, and here comes only the spot account, right? So let's just scroll it down. You can find all the currencies that are available to trade in spot trading, spot account, and here I do not have any balance. I can also transfer from here. Now comes the future account, so you can just see the balance over here. You can see the wallet balance is 998, and then you can also see unrealized PNL, that is over here, and you can see the total balance over here. And then here you can find how the things are going, how much available balance I have. So I have available right now 900, and total balance is 1010 USDT. Okay, then this is not much important. Here I can transfer. Now I can go to the position. So here I find the position of my cryptocurrency. So if I have already traded something, then all that is going to appear here. If so, right now I have already bought Bitcoin, so that's the reason Bitcoin's position is being shown over here. But yes, we are going to talk it from the trade section, not over here. But yes, you can also find your cryptocurrency that you have chose or you have traded. You can just find it under the position section. Okay, so this was about futures account. And now let's just see this. It is notifications, and you can also change the languages. You can do it in Indonesian language or in Hindi as well. You can do it. All right, and of course there is English available as well. So from here you can just find everything that is related to your account. You can log out and you can find your wallet or identity verification. You can do, you can find account settings. So everything you are going to find it from there. So now let's get back to the trade, because we are now going to see how that window looks, where you are going to buy, where you are going to trade, right? But before that, let me just take a quick break, because I am continuously speaking, so I am a bit tired. So let's just quickly take a short break. And I hope that interface is very much clear to you and you have understood how Zbit actually looks like. And Zbit is how Zbit actually works and how it's very much original. All right, so I'm just taking a short break. All right. Larry Host, the user interface looks nice. You deserve to have more money in your wallet. So, are you transferring me? And of course, the Zbit user interface is actually very much nice, and it is very much beginner friendly as well. Okay, I have to go now. I wish the best for the rest of your stream. Bye bye. Okay, thank you so much, Larry Host. It was so nice to have you here on this live stream again as well. So, tomorrow as well, I'm going to come live. So, don't forget to join me tomorrow. And thank you for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed this live session. Bye bye. And all those users who have recently joined me on zbit.com, who have recently joined this live stream through zbit.com or Zbit application, I welcome you all to this live stream. And thank you so much for joining. And yeah, we are talking about cryptocurrencies. We are looking how Zbit application works and how it is very much beginner friendly, how everything works over here, where you can check your balance, how you can withdraw, how you can deposit, how you can transfer your funds from one account to another. We have already talked about it, we have already seen that. And of course, now we are actually going to look how you can trade, how you can buy your first cryptocurrency, how you can start trading, what is order book, how you can read charts, and how you can, set indicator, how you can draw lines. So we are going to look at that, but let's take a short break. All right. All right, everyone. So let's get back to it. And as I told you that now we will be seeing that how this platform is and what are the terms that you should understand before you guys start investing. Okay. So yeah, let's just select the trade here and let's just choose futures and suppose Ethereum. Okay. So here you can find a lot of things. I hope you guys are clearly able to see the screen. All right. So now here you can find order book. Okay. Here you can find trades, and this is the section that you have to look. This is actually the chart, the candlesticks. Some are in green, some are in red. Red shows that the prices have gone down, while green shows that the prices have gone up. So this is the whole chart. Then uh, another important thing is that you can also select the time frame over here. So it is here 1 minute, a 5 minute, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. Then you can also choose 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. So according to the time frame you can analyze the chart. So if you want to see the chart of 1 hour, then you can just select 60 minutes from here. So that's the time frame uh, through which you can analyze. So of course you are able to select 4 hours as well. So how was the chart in the 4 hours, how the patterns have changed in the 4 hours, that you can see by selecting 4 hours. And if you want to analyze of 1 day, so you can also choose 1 day. So here you can see the chart of 1 day, how market has changed, how the prices has gone up and down. So with it you can just form your strategy. With this you can understand whether or not prices are going to go up or down. So what is actually going to happen, you can analyze with this time frame by choosing whatever time you want. 1 week, even you can see the chart of 1 week, and even for 1 month you can see. And it's better that you of course see it of 1 day. So how in last 24 hours the things have changed, if the price has gone up or it has gone down, you can just see it from here. And let's just select 4 hours. So yeah, here I can see like in the last 4 hours how it has changed, whether or not it's going up. So this actually helps you to analyze whether or not you are going to get profit or loss. So how you can choose a trade, it also is very much important. With this time frame or with this analysis you can actually select if you want to trade or not, right? When you have to buy, when you have to sell, you can analyze with these chart patterns, totally depending upon the time frame. Okay. And even I can see of 1 minute as well. So as you can see right here, okay, so it's of last 1 minute. So right now what's happening? So this is of 1 minute, and you can just see the patterns over here. Okay, so it's of last 1 minute, and you can even see for 5 minutes as well, 15 minutes as well. So it's available in every time frame that you can choose, 1 week, 1 month as well. So I hope you understood time frame and the importance of time frame. Just drop a yes in the chat box. So as I told you about time frame, you can find that and you can choose any other cryptocurrency as well. So let's get back to it once again. And right now we have selected for 15 minutes. So we can see the chart of last 15 minutes how it's performing. So see, here you can find a red candle, then after that it is going green. So right now it's showing you green, and even here if you are talking about this red candle, then you can find the high over here and it's low over here. So even if you are talking about this green candle, so you can find it's high over here and it's low over here. So this high lows are also very important that you have to focus upon, because uh, by focusing on these high and lows, you are actually going to set your stop loss, your target price as well, and you can actually set other indicators as well. Now let's just if you also want to just see the chart, you can just maximize it. So it's here full screen that you can see, right? This is the whole chart. You can change the time frame from here. And like now I have done it in full view, I can also do it again so that everything you can see over here, right? Now when I have to analyze the chart, I can just do it like it. Okay. Now here comes another important thing. So you can even change the patterns. If I want bars, I can just select bars. So you can change the patterns. Now you can see bars over here. From here only you can select line as well. So it is important while you are uh, placing a line over here. At that time, these lines help you to analyze better. So let's again change its patterns. Let's just do it candles, and there are other options as well, like holo candles. Then there is line area, baseline. So you can just change it, and that's how it's going to look. Okay. So let's quickly change it to candles back. Okay. Now here comes another thing. Time frame. I think it's all clear to you. Then you can find the indicators over here. So there are many indicators that you can choose from, right? So if I'm going to click over it, so you can find it over here. See, I have put this indicator, right? So you can just see it over here, and you can scroll down. There are many indicators. See, there are literally many indicators that you can find over here. All right, let's just suppose I have chose this. So that's how it works. This is indicators that you can find just here at the top. Second, then this is chart properties, right? You can like change the colors, or you can just choose the styles, background, whatever you want. Halaki, that's not important, so let's just skip that. And now I have to remove the indicator, so I can just simply delete it from this cross. I hope you guys are able to see this cross. I can just delete it, and I can also just right click over that, and there are other options as well, like move to and pin to scale, copy, hide, remove. So I just want to remove it, so we are going to remove it. Okay, again right click over this and remove, and just if you want, so you can Just directly remove it as well. Okay, so I have removed everything that I put. Okay, so now here comes the actual chart. Now the most important thing, let's just see what's here. Okay, because this is also important. Now on these charts you can draw a lot of things. That doesn't mean you have to draw anything over that, but yes, of course, for your chart analysis you can draw a lot of things, and for that this particular toolbar is present over here, by which you can choose drawing tools. Okay, so there are many tools. Suppose you want to draw a line, so just trend line tools you can see. Now you can draw a trend line, info line, trend angle, horizontal line, horizontal ray, vertical line, cross line, arrow, ray, extended, parallel channel, and disjoint angle, flat top, bottom. So you can just select. Suppose I want to draw a trend line, right? So I've selected the trend line from there, and suppose I want to draw it from here. So what I'm going to do is, suppose I have to draw it like that, and I'm just going to draw it, okay, like that. So this is a line that is drawn by me over this chart, and these lines are drawn by analyzing the charts, okay, and it helps you to analyze more better. So yeah, you do not have to draw it according to your wish, but you have to analyze and then you can draw, because these lines are important when you are following a strategy, right? So at that time you can draw trend lines, you can draw horizontal lines. That's totally up to you, or the strategy that you are using. So this is a trend line that is 45-degree angles. Now we are just going to delete it. Another thing, let's just see a say horizontal line. Okay, so now let's quickly check about it as well. Just give me a second. Okay, so now suppose I have to draw it from this point. Let me just select it, a horizontal line. Suppose I have to draw from this point, okay, or say this point. So see, I just clicked over that and a horizontal line is drawn over here. Similarly, I can draw it over here. Let me just select it, and I can just draw it over here. So that's how it works, but you do not have to do it according to yourself. It is totally based on the strategies by analyzing the highs and lows of a candle, and you can just analyze the patterns, how it's going. So that's totally another thing. So you can draw support line and resistance line. But what is support line and what is a resistance line? We are going to look to that later on. Right now, I'm just telling you all the features that this is having and how you can actually use that tool. Okay, right now I'm going to delete it. Let's just select this and let's just delete it. All right, so you can find many lines over here. Now this is another thing, that is pitchfork, and there are many options in this as well. So right now we are not going to that because it's of no use to us as of now. Then there are geometrical shapes as well. So you can even draw a rectangle if you want. See, if I want to draw a rectangle, I can draw it, but this is also drawn according to the patterns, okay, like how the candles are moving according to that patterns. These are drawn. It's not important that you do it like you just draw a rectangle by your own wish. No, that's not the case. You have to analyze it and you have to know where you have to draw what, right? So this rectangle also helps you to analyze the chart, and you can study patterns, you can prepare your strategies according to this rectangle. That's the reason people draw it, but I'm just showing you how it works, how you can actually draw, right? So right now we are just going to delete that. Okay. So you just have to click over here, see here, and you can find the option of delete. So you can just delete it. All right. Now, as I told you, here are many shapes. There's brush, there's rectangle, rotated rectangle, ellipse, triangle, polyline, curve, double curve, arc. So these are helpful when you have a strategy, when you are a proper trader, when you want to analyze everything. At that time, you can just do it. Now, the next here comes. Just give me a second. All right. So the next is here ABCD pattern. You can draw that pattern as well. So let me just show you how. And there are many patterns. Okay, there is triangle pattern, there is ABCD pattern, there is XABCD pattern, there is cipher pattern, three drives pattern, head and shoulders. There are many options, but of course that is important once you have the strategy, once you know how to analyze the chart, so that you can place your trade accordingly. Okay. So let's just take this ABCD pattern now. Suppose I want to draw it from here, so I'll just do it, and like this, it's going to happen. Now, but again, as I told you, this is not just according to you. This is not just done according to your wish. It's done according to the strategy and everything. So right now, I'm just going to delete it. All right. So there are many other features available as well. I hope this much that I have explained to you, it is very much clear to you. Just let me know in the comment section. Come on, everyone. Okay, so I hope that's very much clear to you. And let's quickly move forward and let's just analyze few more features of this. So we are talking about this drawing toolbar, and we have already talked about the patterns that are available here. But of course, that you have to uh, learn about it. You have to analyze it, where to use what according to the strategies, and how these shapes, these lines that you draw actually help you to understand crypto charts better and place your trade better by providing you information whether the prices are going to go up or it's going to come down. So yeah, that totally depends upon the strategies. Right now, let's just analyze next thing. So here you can find a lot of options, that is long position, short position, forecast, date range, price range, date and price range, bars pattern, ghost feed projection. So if I want to do this long projection, I can just simply do this. Okay, now I can just bring it according to whatever I'm selecting from here. Like I can choose it from here. Right now the target is, you can see, 1333, and open PNL also it is shown here, and stop loss also you can see here, right? So I can just move it according to my wish, like where I want to set the target price, where I want to set my stop loss. So I can just move my cursor and I can just do it. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. Right now I'm going to delete it. Now let's just see short position. Suppose I want it here, right? So now if the prices are going against you, so you can just set the stop over here, and you can just check the PNL over here, and you can set the target over here, right? How much target you actually want when you want to sell this. Okay, so see, you can also move it according to the prices. Here you can find the prices, so whatever prices at that time, you can just choose accordingly what the target you want to set, what the stop loss you want to keep. So just you can move it according to your wish, and you can also just like you can just increase it or decrease it according to your strategy. Okay, so you can just increase this section as well, and this as well from here. Okay, so you can just do it. Right now I'm just showing what all the things you can do over here. I'm not just telling you that how and when you have to do it. I'm just showing you how you can do it and what are the features that are available over here. So you can just do this, and when we are going to do this, we are also going to talk about that, but later on. Right now I am deleting it. Then you have these options as well, but like let's not get into that. Then you can just simply zoom it if you want, right? You can zoom out, you can zoom in as well. All right, so here you can find the zoom. Okay, so that it's easier for you to understand the candles and understand the patterns, right? Right now let's just see off 1 minute, right? And let's just zoom it. All right, so you can just zoom it, and you can see here you can find the green candle. Then now the prices are going down, all the red candles you can see, and it's of last 1 minute. All right, so let's just do it again. Okay, now this is magnet. This is if you want to stay in drawing mode. This is you can lock all drawing tools, and this is you can hide drawing toolbar. All right, so we have right now talked about the drawing tool, and we have talked about indicators, we have talked about time frame, what all time frames are available, and how you can analyze the charts in those time frames. We have talked about it, and let's just minimize this. Okay, so now you can find, see, so now you can see the whole screen, right? So I have selected right now Bitcoin. So you can see the price of the Bitcoin right now. It is 71,819. Okay, and it's fluctuating as of right now, 800, 797, right, like that. Then you can find the market price over here, that is the current price. Then index price. So what is index price, market price, we have, what is mark price, what is index price, we are going to talk about that as well. Then there are 24-hour volume, 24-hour volume in USDT that I already told you. And here is order book. So you can see some numbers in red and some in greens. Now what is an order book? So order books shows you buyers and sellers that are available in the market. So at what price who is selling, and at what price people are ready to buy. So if both of these prices match, then the trade is executed, right? So it is just the prices at which people are selling or people are buying. Okay, so if these prices match, the prices in red or the prices in green, if these prices match, then that particular trade is executed. Okay, then this is the most important section that is very much important to you. Of course the chart is also important, but this is also important because from here you can just buy your cryptocurrency. All right, you can open long, you can open short. That's how. And I have already bought a cryptocurrency, that is Bitcoin, so that I can see over here. And if I do not have any cryptocurrency, so this section will not have any information. But as of now I have already Bitcoin in my wallet, so it's shown here, and you can see the quantity, entry price, mark price, liquidity price, margin ratio. So we are going to talk about that, but of course we are going to talk about that tomorrow. I hope right now what I explained, that is very much clear to you. And right now I am also going to stop sharing my screen, because we have just understood a clear view of Zbit, and how the charts are there, how candlesticks are there, what are indicators, how you can draw different lines or shapes on your chart. We have seen how you can do it. And as a beginner, and if you are a beginner, so it is very much important that you should know how you can do it. So we have already done that. All right, so yeah, I have stopped sharing my screen. I hope that is very much clear to you. And as a beginner, it was very much necessary that you should have that information, because if you are starting out and you do not know how you can actually use the drawing tools, then you're going to face problems as well in the future. So of course I hope that's very much clear to you. And right now I am signing off, and I am going to end this live session. But again, tomorrow I'm going to come, and we are going to talk about trading. We are going to trade, and I'll be showing you how you can buy your first cryptocurrency, or how you can set stop loss, how you can set the target. All those things I'm going to discuss it with you. How you can actually start trading, and how you can make profits, and what is order book, I'll be sharing it with you. And how you can actually select the leverage, how you can select your capital, how much percent of capital you should use. We are going to talk about that tomorrow. As of right, I am going to end it, and we are going to meet tomorrow. But again, thank you so much everybody for joining me in today's live session, and I just hope that tomorrow as well you are going to join me in this live session, and we are going to start this crypto journey again as well tomorrow. So thank you so much for being with me today, and looking forward to see you all again tomorrow. And thank you so much for being with me today. You guys are very much active, you guys have engaged a lot. So yeah, I am looking forward to see you again tomorrow as well. Till then, bye bye, thank you so much. And yeah, from wherever you are watching, I would just wish you all the very best, and may you get a lot of profits. And yeah, don't forget to join the Telegram group, that is Zbit with Aliza. So just join that group chat. If you're already using Zbit application, you can find the group chat over there in the live section. So just join that chat. And if you are watching me through YouTube, then you can just find the group chat link below the description of this live stream. So join me over there, and yeah, we are going to discuss about crypto over there as well. So thank you so much. Bye bye.